Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me. He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square. The Playable Characters Podcast.
All right.
Nice. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Playable Characters Podcast.
Hello.
Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Hot mic.
Yeah, careful. No problems with hot mics.
Who's listened to the show before?
Yes, look at this.
Yeah.
Almost.
Can we do a woo instead of just a silent hand raise?
Listeners at home. Listeners at home.
We are,
Explain to them.
Hi, my name is Brian McGinnis. To my left.
Al Patel, and to my left.
Calvin Escato.
And to his, no.
And the sound guy, Terry.
Sound guy, thank you
Give
so
him a
much,
sound
Terry,
guy,
for this.
Sound guy Terry, everybody.
So we are, we interview video game characters on our podcast, and you guys are at a gaming expo. You like video games, I guess, right? Yeah. So this, a little bit, so this will be a lot of fun. And
If you hate video games, you should leave right now.
Actually, please do not leave.
We're not allowed, we actually barricade.
Doors are locked, sorry. They're chained and locked. You're here for the full show.
This front row is very full, but please don't.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? All right.
High-fiving the empty first row.
Yeah.
This is our first time doing it here, so this is actually a much better turnout than I thought.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This will be a lot of fun. Any questions before we dive in? You.
How you doing?
I'm feeling great.
We're feeling good. That's a great question. Very probing. I'm feeling good, Calvin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm just ready
You
to
got a question?
Yeah, hey.
What made you guys want to start this?
Oh, I just know, I hang out with so many video game characters in my personal life. I was like, it would be great if you guys would come on a podcast and we could, talk about the behind the scenes stuff. And so that's how it started.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good friends with Paperboy, Glass Joe, all the classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, we're on iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. So when you subscribe to the podcast, they come out every Monday. We just released episode 72.
Yeah, 72.
Or it's coming out on 72, it's coming out on Monday, so we do weekly. We've been doing it for a while, and it's a lot of fun. So if you like it, subscribe, tell your friends, whatever, it's a good time. And it's all silly and ad-libbed and improv, and you'll see.
Who's our guest today?
Oh, we have, you want to hear who the guests are, guys? So, some of you may have heard the rumblings around there. Two super legendary classic game characters. So we got, the one and only Mega Man is joining us today. So you guys know Mega Man, obviously. So he's going to be here.
Should we tell them the second guest, or we should wait for it, right?
No, it's surprising.
And we have a Pokemon trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we surprised
That's a good surprise.
Good surprise.
I'm really surprised by this one.
Nailed it.
Well, I ruined Mega Man already. So why not?
Can we send someone to Mega Man's green rooms? Is he ready?
Yeah, tell Mega Man to come.
Intern, is he ready?
I feel like he's not getting close.
He's almost ready.
He's almost ready? All right.
So Mega Man will be here in a minute.
He's a big prima donna.
He's got to park rush and then get
Well, it's raining today, and he's all robot, so
Yeah.
the water probably messed him up.
And
a little
he
bit.
didn't do oil man, so it's not okay. It's fine.
Oil Man?
Is there an oil man?
Water and oil, don't mix.
Is there an Oil Man?
Yeah, there's an oil man.
Is there
Of
an
course.
Audience, live audience, is there an oil man in any of the Mega Man games?
Mega Man powered up.
See?
Look at this fucking guy.
You win something! Don't ask me what it is, but you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get a button after the show.
Another button. We already gave you one
Is that
button.
like the arcade? Mega Man powered up?
It's on the PSP actually.
Oh wow.
PSP. And there's an Oil Man.
Yeah.
See, you're not the biggest video game
I
fan.
know.
Well, I didn't think
Brian,
it
you
was
didn't
Mega
read the
Man
liner
fan.
notes. Come on,
I'm
get them
sorry.
together.
All right, I think Mega Man is ready. Intern,
Mega Man ready?
Intern, can you bring Mega Man in?
Yes.
Here he is, everybody. Let's please introduce it. Mega Man. Here he is.
The second intern will check.
The second.
Okay.
Guys, this is summer, so we have a couple of interns.
Yeah, it's they're trying to get college.
If you want to be interns, let us know after the show.
coming.
Yes,
He's coming,
Mega
so-
Man, let's do it.
Bring him in.
Guys,
this is a huge
let's
treat.
clap. Let's bring him in. Once he's ready, he's clapping.
One and only
Come on,
Mega
Mega
Man.
Man.
Mega Man.
Star of dozens of games.
Yes, look at that. Slowly sauntering up to the
I
stage.
know.
That's definitely Mega Man.
doing?
What's up, Mega
What's up,
Man?
Mega Man?
Oh, nice side scroll.
He's
I like
working.
it.
Wait a minute. There he is. He has the gun.
Don't point that. Is that live?
Yeah.
Is that a real gun, Mega Man? Yes.
This is a live gun.
I gotta be careful.
Don't point it at the audience. Point it to the side or something. Thank you. Oh,
There you
oh.
go.
Well, I don't have me either.
Okay. All right.
All right. What a hat. We haven't seen the
It's a
costume
helmet,
yet.
sir.
That's a nice helmet. Hold on. You wanna? Okay. Mega Man.
You wearing a different suit or something?
What do you mean? This is my. What do you mean? This is my outfit.
Is this like your summer wear? Like what's going on?
It's usually all blue, isn't it?
This is my outfit. Oh, you're talking about when the robot took my job?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that right?
You are Mega Man, though, right?
Yes. Mega Man, the first Mega Man. Yes.
You're the first Mega Man.
Yes.
We thought there was only one.
Well, I'm the first one.
Oh, he's Mega Man. Literally.
I'm Mega Man.
You're a
yeah.
Are you Mega Dash Man? Is that what?
Mega Man from the box, Mega Man 1.
Okay.
I am the original Mega Man.
Are you a man or a robot?
I'm a man.
He's a man.
I'm a man.
But Mega Man's a robot. Am I right? Am I wrong here? Mega Man's a robot, isn't he?
Yes, a child robot took my job. Okay?
It's happened to all of
Isn't
us.
that always the way?
Wait, so you're the guy on the cover, but you're not in the game? Is that what you're saying?
I'm on the cover, and I was in the game until
Oh.
they decided to
Go with the
just
robot.
go with someone else.
Yeah,
So
he's very squishy, so he's definitely a man.
Yeah, that's definitely a man. Who would build a
Yeah.
robot like that?
That's a great costume. Okay, now hold on. I know this story. If you guys, so on the cover,
It's hard to sit in this chair. I'm trying to keep my posture
You can
correct.
stand if you like.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
Yeah,
Do you understand? Do you need to like side throw to the left or to the
Why
right?
were you like that on the cover of the box?
I was doing my pose. They said pose threateningly.
Yeah.
So
Can we see it
what-
again? Can we see the full pose
Yeah,
again?
I turned.
Yeah.
What I did was they told me to turn threatening, and I was like, "You got it." And then I had my leg was weird.
It was.
They wanted me to point at the customer, like point the gun at the customer, and I was like, "You got it."
Customer? Oh,
Yeah,
not
the people that are purchasing.
Oh,
Purchasing
not
the
like
game.
the enemies.
Yeah, and the enemies.
Okay, I got you. That's
Let's don't
What?
please.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, Mega Man changed a bit since you, I guess. Were you just like a model, and how did you get the?
I was the first Mega Man, and then they just wanted to go younger and robotic.
Well, I can see that.
I can't see that.
After, oops, sorry, I'll put that away. So what happened? Like, so you got the job, and you were like, "This is
Yeah.
great." I got
My
were you
agent
in-
called.
Were you in other video games before this, or?
I was on the cover of Metal Gear Solid.
Were you?
I was.
But you're not in the game.
No, they replaced me from the cover
Same
with.
hat?
It was a spray painted a different color.
Okay.
This, by the way, I just want to let you know, this is not the official outfit. Me and my wife had to make this.
Oh, your wife. What's your wife's name?
Roll.
That's your sister.
Named after the sister.
That's kind of weird.
She's not my sister. It's not weird. It's fine.
I'm sorry, Mega
Is there
Man.
like a robot Alabama that you guys are coming from? Like, what's
The robot, Metro, Alabama. Yeah, Metro City, Alabama. Yeah.
Alabama Tech, it's called.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the college you went to.
Tell us about how you got cut. You got cut out of this game.
I mean, I went in for the job, and they were like, "Hey, you're going to be fighting robots," and I was like, "Yes, sign me up." And then
Man versus Robot classic.
Man, classic.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Westworld, the movie,
Yeah.
is the only reference I have
Man versus
for
Robot.
robots fighting humans.
Uh-huh.
And then, so Capcom, they called me in the office, and they asked, I auditioned for it.
You
What do
okay?
you do in the audition? How does that work?
Well, what happened with the audition was I went in, and they said, okay, great, so you're a man, and you're Mega, and I was like, okay, all right, okay, and I said, where's he from? They're like, it's this guy's from a weird Hawaii space planet, which is why on the box I am, and they said, they gave me a little prop gun, and they were like, do a menacing pose, and I went,
Yeah, nailed
did
it.
the pose,
Yeah.
and they were like, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got paid by $300.
That's not bad back then.
$300?
That was
Yeah.
what, 85?
Yeah, 85. So
Yes.
nowadays that's
Well, not 85.
That's like $400 right now.
Four-
This guy probably knows.
right
When did
now.
Mega Man 1 come out? He's like, June 8th, 1989. Yeah.
Okay, I know things, I don't know everything.
Okay. Probably 88, 89, I guess. right?
yeah. So it was a lot of money.
So they shot the original game with you in it. You were doing all that
I was
stunts.
yep. I had a pistol doing all the stunts, all the jumping, and it was very excruciating on my body.
I can imagine. Because even back then, you weren't in the best shape.
I wasn't in the bed. Oh, excuse me. Right?
It's on the
You
cover.
look like an overweight mutated baby.
That's true.
Your biggest cover.
It's true.
Excuse me, sir. All right, I'm the Mega Man here. You are
You
not.
are the Mega
I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I went through. We shot the whole game. And
Was this tape?
what?
Was that tape?
Yes.
You shot the whole game and then they said, we need to redo this.
Yeah, we shot the whole game. They said I was breathing too heavy through the whole game.
Well, you have to jump a lot. Is
I
that
had to
right?
jump a lot. There was a lot of
A
jumping,
lot.
so I would jump and like.
What about when like the blocks disappeared when you were jumping? That must
That
have
was
been
that took 50 takes.
I would imagine.
That was about a full week's worth of shooting.
Yeah, you kept falling.
I couldn't figure out the order.
It's pretty
Even when they told me, they're like, "Hey, it's this one, that one, jump, and then quick jump," and I'm like, I can't do this.
what was it like getting the other Robot Masters' weapons? Because you got like in the first one, what was it, Cut Man? Who else was in the first Mega Man?
Guts Man.
Electric Guts Man.
Yeah.
Right. He was useless.
It all hurt.
Were those guys? Were they
Wait,
robots?
wait, why did it hurt?
Because I'm getting injected with the robot's power. It hurts.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
You ever get a shot? You ever get a flu shot?
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like-
imagine that 1,000 times.
Okay. Every time you get another robot's power.
Yeah, and also they were upset because they were like, hey, when you get this, you're going to have that power. And then since I'm a man, I just got sick. So they were like, this game mechanic doesn't work. And I'm like, I'm just getting sick.
Yeah. So you can see why they went with a robot, though.
No. Don't have me ingest powers. How simple and
That
stupid.
was like the
Very
whole
simple.
point of it, though.
No, it's not. The point of it is you're killing robots.
But then you get
Well,
the
and saving the
powers.
world.
The crazy Hawaii
Yeah,
world.
you save the Hawaii planet.
Yeah.
You kill robots.
Where was that?
Why do I need to take powers in?
Well, here's my question.
Yes.
The other robots, were they robots too, or did they get replaced?
Those were machines.
Those were machines.
Those were machines.
Okay.
Okay.
It was a budget issue. They wanted to use machines,
Yeah.
which I should have seen it coming, but I did not.
Well, they only paid you $300, so it couldn't be that much of a budget issue.
I mean, yeah, but back in 1980, that's a lot of money.
What have you been doing since then?
Since the game,
Yeah.
I tour cons and take autographs.
You take autographs?
You take other people's autographs.
I want your
Guys,
autographs.
do you want to sign something for him?
You sign it for me.
If you want to sign your name on a piece of paper,
I have a book
please
right
take it.
now. If you want, I'll take a sheet of paper and you can steal it.
And we're gonna pass this pen around here.
Wants to
Sir,
take
come
some
come get this
I
pen.
just,
Pass
yeah,
it
I just
around.
want to take autographs.
Megaman wants everyone's autographs, so please.
People want me to sign stuff, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Do you charge people to take their autographs?
Yes.
Okay.
How much
so
you
by the way,
It's $1 every time you get
yeah.
this.
So write your name and a message to Megaman. Is that your real name? Do you have a real name?
My name is Murray Mansell.
Murray Mansell.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
More like Merman then, right?
No, Murray like my grandfather.
Okay, Murray like.
He was also a film actor as well. He used to do stunts for Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
He did.
Like a stunt double?
He was a stunt double, but it only was one scene, and then they were like, "Oh, Charlie does his own stunts," so then they fired him.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the limelight for 2 minutes. Whatever. Bless his soul.
Yeah.
So is that like a family curse where you guys are like almost famous?
I mean, I guess so. I never thought of it that way. That's depressing.
So, I mean, I guess you gotta say it's kind of cool they left you on the cover, though, so
Yeah.
on Mega Man 1.
Well, that was in the contract. I mean, they left me on the cover, which is fine.
In
But
perpetuity, you're in the cover for no reason?
yeah, I'm just in the cover.
Okay.
They didn't want to reshoot. I guess the robot was busy, so then they just kept me on there.
You ever run into, I don't want to be offensive here and say the real Mega Man, but you ever run into him?
No, you
The
can
robot Mega Man? We'll call him Robot Mega Man.
I've seen him. There was a I was at a con in Ohio.
Okay.
Good con.
It was
Ohio con.
Ohio con, and it was It was in the back of an Arby's.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and they rented out 4 of the booths, and the con was very small, but you know what? It was intimate. It was a nice con. So after it, I noticed that he walked by and he was going to the bathroom, and
Mega Man?
yeah,
Okay.
well, the little blue squirt is what I call him.
Do they have to use the bathroom?
I would imagine he had to go in.
robot.
But he's a robot.
Yeah, I don't see any parts of it.
That he goes to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I didn't follow him in, you perverts. I don't know what to tell you. He walked into the bathroom,
That's kind of weird.
and I gave him a nod, and he's like, and his little kid, whatever his 9-year-old child voice was, and then walked in, and I kicked his dog.
Rush?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, calling it Rush, he didn't move too fast. I got a good swift kick on him outside.
Did that hurt though? He's made of metal.
He's a metal machine. I don't know. Punch your phone. Is it a phone complaint? He's a stupid machine. Who cares?
Yeah, but he turns into a cool thing. He can fly, he can bounce up in the air, right?
So my dog can catch a ball and barks when people come in.
Okay.
That's all you need from a dog. What do people want? It's a dog.
What if he turns into a jet? You can like ride him for like 5 seconds.
Have you ever bought jet fuel?
No.
Okay, well it's expensive.
Okay.
So I don't know where he's got his residuals. So I don't know where he's getting his jet fuel money, but it's very expensive.
Mega Man, you seem very upset. Have you tried therapy or yoga?
I tried yoga. But I ended up just shooting the whole studio, and it was just,
because of the sun.
Yeah. People were fine, but I just destroyed the studio.
Oh goodness.
Because here I'll show you Downward Dog.
Please, let's see Downward Dogs.
That's as far as I went, and then I just lost my mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it must be rough for you. Mega Man he's had a pretty good career. Sorry, the robot Mega Man, and you kind of got forgotten about. But you're here now.
I'm not forgotten about it. People know who I am.
I don't think so.
Do you know how many autographs I have?
Did you guys recognize?
How many autographs is he gonna take? How many?
Books of autographs.
We need everybody's autograph for him,
Now,
please.
when you see somebody else signing an autograph for somebody else, do you run by and just take it and run away? Like even like that much? You like?
Well, it's personal. People sign their names and they give it to me.
Okay.
Are you like Tinkerbell, where you need autographs to survive? Like she needs
To survive?
Is that what Tinkerbell is?
Tinkerbell needs autographs.
Autographs?
Which movie are you doing?
Hook?
Like if she dies, if people don't know.
Yeah. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from you. I don't know.
I'm sure he'd be fine.
I think it's an allegory for celebrities killing themselves after they lose their fame.
Oh.
That's what that is.
Pretty dark.
Ahead of
right?
time. Damn that Peter Pan.
Yeah, damn that Peter Pan. I'm very excited for these autographs.
Yeah, we got a bunch here.
Thrilled.
What do you want to tell us, Murray? About what,
Yeah, what's in your future?
In the future? Just still going out on roles and auditions and things
Your
like
sister?
that.
Hold on, roll? What do you mean?
Roles.
Rolls.
Fill the game roles.
Right, roll is
video
your
game
Mega Man's
roles.
Don't be
sister.
filthy.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Don't be
he
yeah,
said
video
it.
game roles. I auditioned for Halo, the newest Halo coming out. I
Halo
did not get it.
57? I don't know if it's very
I mean, you must not have gotten it since you didn't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know which one. It was a confidentiality, like I signed a non-disclosure.
Right.
Do you come to all auditions in this outfit? Is it?
Yeah.
That
And
might
this
be
is my
fun.
look. This is what
Well,
I
that
do.
might be your first problem. I think you should probably change the look a little bit.
Or at least
Well,
put
this
on like
is-
a green leotard.
Well, my goal is I walk in and they go, oh, and then
Right.
I go, and then, oh.
Classic pose.
Yeah, the Spartan armor, it couldn't fit over my thick tree trunk legs. I have very strong
Your
legs.
thick legs.
I do a lot of squats. All I do is work out is I do squats.
You gotta keep
Just squats.
Gotta keep that pose.
My arms are very, very thin. Very thin arms.
I think when people first played the game Mega Man 1,
Yeah.
and they compared it to the Boxart, they were like, "This is different."
Well, it's
Right.
also like, number one, where does he get the ammo from? He just shoots it out of his arm, which is stupid. He needs a, this makes sense. This makes sense.
It's efficient though.
It's not efficient. This makes sense. I have a gun.
But if you have it in your arm, then how do you eat and stuff? How do you
Yeah.
wipe your?
It's
Well, I guess you have
ridiculous.
the other hand to wipe with. But
I mean, I guess so, but I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous.
Talking about him or Mega Man?
no, the
The other
robot
one.
Mega
Well,
Man.
he's a robot.
But where does the ammo come from?
It's just like it just kind of
It's just like energy. It's from. It's like.
it's just there.
That's a terrible...
Nah, I'm with him.
Yeah.
Where does the ammo come
Where
from?
does it come from? No one? See? With this, I shoot, I fire, I reload.
Do you know? Oh, yeah, okay. Did you meet Dr. Wily or Dr. Light?
I met Dr. Light. They were like, this is your father. I went, spoiler. And then they were like, I asked, I'm like, well, where's my mother? And then he was just like, oh, there is no mother. And I'm like, whoa, what? So it felt like a very, Jesus Mary thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no, what, immaculate conception? Like, well, I made you in a tube. They would just seem like they were just making things up.
Okay, yeah.
That they were just like, oh, thank you so much. I'm very excited.
Wow.
Do you want to do a menacing pose and steal this from my hands?
No, maybe
what?
later on. We'll give it to you at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Give it to the at the end.
Yeah.
He wants it now. So there's a lot of this. Is
Look at
pretty
all
amazing.
now. This was a good con.
Look at
all
this.
Look at all these autographs. The best Mega Man. Thank you so much.
Oh.
The best Mega Man. Remember to wash your suit. That's good. He came out in 1987. Thank you for that. Thank you. Someone wrote 87 again.
This ain't Eat Me? What is that one?
Wait, which one?
Wikipedia.
Thank you. Wikipedia. I don't trust that. It's a machine.
Is Wikipedia Man one of the robot masters? There's been thousands.
I mean, that just knows knowledge, like Knowledge Man.
It just spits knowledge at you.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't like the themed robots. Is stupid.
I would think his
Just don't
power would be like asking you for money every time you go to the website.
Wikipedia. Yeah. Please donate to me. I'm a
Yeah.
dying robot.
like. So great.
This is pretty awesome. You gonna frame that? What do you do with all your autographs?
I have them in a mementos box.
A Mentos?
Mentos?
It was a Mentos.
It was a Mentos.
Originally, it was a box for Mentos. It was originally for the candy Mentos, and then I put my
You
Mementos.
know, you put Mementos in the Mentos.
Yeah, and
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, and I keep it in a dry place in my basement where I keep all things that I pickle. I also pickle. Yeah.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Murray's Pickled Goods.
Oh, he's promoting his
Is that why you came on the podcast?
That is, I'd like to promote it.
Okay.
Murray's Pickled Goods. I was on Etsy, but I had a bad rating, so now I'm finding a new home. So
What other? I mean, there's not many things you can pickle besides like.
you can pickle
cucumbers.
beets,
Pickled beets,
turnips, garlic,
Tomatoes.
cucumber, tomatoes, onions.
Have you thought of doing a
Turnips.
cooking game like Overcooked?
To audition for Overcooked?
Yeah, well, since you know so much about pickling
I
games.
mean, listen, you should call my agent. I don't.
Do you have an agent?
I do.
What's his name?
His name is.
It could be a woman.
Yeah.
What fucking
Sorry.
sexist?
That is true.
What's her
Yeah.
name? What is your agent's name?
My agent's name? It is
Is a man, all right,
It is a
sorry.
man. It was,
Sorry,
a,
feminists.
it was a man and a woman, but she left for a better job.
Okay.
She works at Endeavor, which is a
Wait, her name was Amanda Woman?
Amanda Woman was her name. Yes, yeah. She was Amanda Woman. I think she was Turkish. I think it was pronounced Vamana. So, but it was spelled woman.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Yeah, my agent's name Carl Scratch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Carl Scratch
That's a good
from
one.
Talented Talents Incorporated.
That sounds very real.
There's probably
It's
you know, there's something out there called Talented Talents.
Talented Talents Incorporated.
Okay.
They were on Etsy as well, but
Why?
they had a bad review.
Do you do most of your business through Etsy?
Yes.
Have you tried Craigslist?
I was on Craigslist, but my ratings were very low.
Your ratings were low.
There's no ratings on Craigslist.
There's ratings?
Oh, I know there are ratings on
There's-
I
Craigslist.
didn't know that.
There's
Yeah,
ratings.
shh, don't ask.
All right.
It's mostly murderers on Craigslist,
Yeah.
I thought.
Hey. Also perverts.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
perverts.
So I just got kicked off. I had a bad rating.
How come? What was one of the?
I just was trying to sell my pickled goods, and people just thought it was very weird.
I can see.
Murray's Pickled Goods, guys.
Why not like Mega Pickles or something, you know?
That sounds even worse on Craigslist.
Yeah, Mega Pickles?
That's probably. his
Would you click on
category.
a link that said Mega Pickles?
Murray's Mega Pickles.
Just out of curiosity, I think.
I like that. I never thought of merging this persona with a pickling company.
Really, you like this 24/7? You never thought of merging that?
I wear 24/7.
I think he's not a businessman.
Yeah, this is like my business suit. When I'm home, I usually just wear like a robe or a t-shirt and baseball shorts.
Oh, yeah. Baseball.
Baseball
Are you a
shorts?
baseball fan?
Big baseball fan.
Really? Who's your favorite team of
Wait, hold on. What are baseball shorts?
That's right. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
They're just it's a shit that Brooklyn Cyclones.
It's like baseball pants that you cut
They're
off?
shorts that say Brooklyn Cyclones. That's my favorite team. It's the minor league Brooklyn Cyclones.
Very good.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Didn't know you're such a big sports fan.
great. Yep, big sports fan. Yeah.
Who's your favorite player on the Brooklyn Cyclones?
My favorite player?
Yeah.
Ted Johnson.
Okay.
He plays shortstop. He had a bad rating and was kicked off.
More things should be like that, I think.
I think so.
Overall should be just based
What
on
would you rate this podcast so far?
This podcast,
Yeah.
I would give it out of a 5. I'd give it an Etsy 3. It's good.
An Etsy 3?
Sounds good. You guys are charming.
Thank you.
Having a short hair, it's very nice.
We do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all,
sure.
we're all diverse and different.
What's your hair like underneath that?
Under here,
Yeah.
it's just a burned scalp. Yeah, it's just I was trying to pickle like ammonia. I was trying to pickle something.
You're trying to pickle ammonia.
I was trying to pickle something in ammonia, and it just it's a chemical burn.
Yes.
I was trying to. What happened was I slipped and hit the table, and it almost like a Disney cartoon, like a Goofy thing. It hit and flipped over and smashed me in the head. So it's a chemical burn.
Okay.
It's like a Disney cartoon except with chemical burns.
Yeah. Well, it's like Goofy. It just felt like a Goofy.
It's like
I was like,
the old cartoons are pretty brutal. So
Yeah,
it's
the old-
definitely like from the 40s.
Yeah. Usually I wear a Brooklyn Cyclones hat, or
Support your team.
sometimes support my team. Yeah. Or sometimes just a bandana.
It's cool.
Yeah. It's an eagle. It's
So you're like a
flag.
cook or something? Why would you be wearing a bandana?
A bandana?
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to see my chemical burn.
Right, chemical burn.
Yeah, if I don't want to wear the hat, I'd usually wear a bandana. Just like rock stars, aging rock stars wear bandanas to cover up their big bald heads.
Sometimes aging comedians do it too. Right?
Yeah, don't let
They
it fool
start
you.
doing that.
Don't let it fool you. What's the guy from Motley Crue? He always wears like a bandana. And it's just a
Nikki
wig.
Sixx?
You know it's a wig, and he wears a bandana to go to sleep in that show, Rock of Love.
Oh, Bret Michaels.
Bret Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Poison.
whatever.
Not much.
I don't listen to that.
He does always
I listen
like
to
that.
underground country. Is what I listen to.
Underground country. Is there a big market for that?
No. You can find that on Etsy as well before the ratings go. Take that.
What makes it underground?
Just like they just sing about
Underground
basement
stuff?
songs. Yeah.
Basement songs.
It's not
Like
basement.
literally.
It's literally songs about basements and
Caves.
being in the caves, being underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a man cave stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I consider my pickling basement like a man cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A,
My
a
wife-
Mega Man cave?
Oh, wow. I like that. It's very
A
good.
lot of missed opportunities here.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, hey, listen, I'm just a run-of-the-mill video game actor. You know what I mean? I'm just
You were.
not an idea man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you made anything since the $300 you got from that?
Oh, for residuals?
Yeah.
That was, well, the thing is my agent was like, do you want a cut every time the game sells? And at the time they were like, do you want, like, every time a game sells you get like $1 or $2? I said no.
Took the buyout.
Yeah, I just was like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. So I just took the 300 and regretted it for the rest of my life.
40 sequels later.
I really pulled a Pete Best on this one to make another music reference.
Oh, okay.
Right. Leaving the Beatles. Should stay.
Is that what happened?
Pete Best
I didn't know
was
that
the
story.
first drummer of the Beatles.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was the fifth Beatle.
Yep, and then he quit, and then
No, they didn't quit. They got rid of him. They were jerks.
they got rid of him for Ringo, who's a worse drummer. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I guess it's Pete
Podcast
Best.
well, took a whole different turn here.
It did. Took a whole different turn, just like when you turn the jars of Murray's pickles. Unseal that deal, makes like a popping sound. The freshness is in there.
Yeah.
I vacuum suck every pickle.
Like,
You use them
I physically no, I
manually?
put it out. I physically
With your mouth.
suck it, like, you know.
That
So-
might be why your Etsy rating's so low.
yeah.
because the pickles smell like my breath.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, but they're authentic.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Wow. Should we play Wed Bed Dead with
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
Want to play a quick game with those, Murray, before we
Sure.
get out of here? So, hey,
Murray Megaman.
Yes, so guys, we play a game of Wed Bed Dead on the podcast. Here we go. So this is everybody's favorite game show on the podcast.
Yes,
Oh.
Wed Bed
Wed
Dead.
Bed Dead. So we're gonna give Murray 3 video game characters. It's all
Okay.
random. Thousands of names on here, and it's random.
Is there thousands?
that's the 14 names on
Yeah.
here.
Can I spin it?
You can tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, who you want dead.
Audience, you can play along with us.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't listen. I love my wife, so I will do kiss instead of bed.
No, you can
Okay,
bed.
you can.
Yeah, but she really supports me, and I don't want to.
Don't tell her to listen to
What
this
does she do?
episode.
What is her job?
Her job?
Yeah.
She's a high-powered attorney.
Oh, I power.
It's a very stressful job. But
Not
she's-
a regular attorney.
No, I do not pull in the money, and I don't want to upset her.
Okay.
We'll say wed.
Does she know Phoenix Wright?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll do wed, and then maybe absorb instead of bed.
Okay.
That sounds way
Like
gross.
wed.
That sounds way gross.
You think it's grosser? I don't think so.
Wed.
Absorb.
Dead.
Dead.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hope Mega Man's on this one for dead.
So, first character is...
Jack, yell it out.
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li is the first choice.
My personal favorite.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, we do it all.
Who's the next one?
Sonic.
Eric.
All right.
Interesting.
And our third contestant, Jill Valentine.
Jill Valentine.
Resident Evil. She's kind of a badass. So Chun-Li,
Uh-huh.
we all know she kicks ass.
Yeah.
Totally. Sonic,
Okay.
the Blue Bomber. Nope, not the Blue Bomber. You're the
Sorry.
Watch
your
it.
nemesis. Sorry. Your nemesis, the Blue Bomber. And
My back is really hurting. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's just this posture has rotted me from the inside out.
and then who else? And Jill Valentine.
Chun-Li, Jill Valentine,
Sonic. Who'd you
Yes.
wed, Ben, and dead?
Well, I think I would wed Jill Valentine because she would. She seems like a strong person, which I like, just like my wife. Love you, honey. And I would dead Sonic.
Oh.
I would dead him because he's blue, and he reminds me of that piece of garbage that took my job.
Yeah. Blue and yellow is where it's at.
So sorry, yeah. And I would absorb Chun-Li so I could get thicker thighs.
Even bigger than
These are
now.
good, but the doctor said I should stop. I'm gonna be in pain. I'm like, what do you know, doc? And he's like, I'm a doctor. I was like, yeah, right. And then I shut up his office and blew everything up.
Is this Dr. Wiley? Or Dr. Light? Did you meet Dr.
That was
Wiley ever?
Dr. Wiley.
Did you meet him at all?
We had lunch before I got in the game. We had lunch. He's a real bastard.
He seems kind of strange.
Yeah, he kept getting food all in his mustache, and it was just he kept eating wet food.
Ah.
I was like, did you see the sandwich? He was like, no! And he kept just eating wet food, and everything was all over his mustache.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah. He said he'd buy a case of pickles, but then he, just never emailed me.
We heard he was on our podcast a while ago. I think we heard he's kind of flaky.
He was very flaky.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go next, Brian?
Want me to go? Yeah, sure, I'll go. So we got Jill, Chun-Li,
And Sonic.
I mean, man, it's every boy's dream to marry Chun-Li, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
What did you choose?
Huh?
Who did you pick?
I absorb Chun-Li into her thighs.
Right.
Do we have
Because
to
I want
absorb?
strong thighs.
We have to absorb as well.
Yeah, I think.
Means you gain a trait, like that little squirty piece of garbage.
That's like how sex works, right? You gain someone's strength when you have sex with them.
One day, man.
It makes love.
I think you lose some strength. And
Calvin, this is covering your entire beautiful face. Move that. There we go.
That's
I think I might have to I think I'm gonna wed Chun-Li because international superstar, right? Super famous. She's always on tour kicking people's butts. I can go with her on these trips.
Okay.
Or I can just say,
What if she loses, though?
She never loses when I play. So,
this is not as convinced.
yeah. All right, so I'll wed Chun-Li. I will bed Jill Valentine. Kind of
Okay.
scared though, because she's quite a badass.
Absorb. You have to absorb her.
She's used to killing zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have good aim.
Yeah, I'll absorb her good aim.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's how it works.
I'm gonna dead Sonic though because I have no need for that. I'm a dog guy.
It's not a good choice. I'll tell you how it's gonna go. I'm gonna marry Sonic, right? Super famous. He's got lots of jewelry, got rings, right? If I ever need money, I just like poke him, bunch of rings pop out, and go shopping.
That's true.
Right.
Flying
There's
everywhere.
a lot of domestic violence in this situation.
I mean, it's just like, it's not like, I'm not gonna leave a bruise. It'll just be like a little, whatever.
That's exactly what domestic violence people say. I'm not gonna leave this. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I love him. He makes me crazy. What do you want me to say?
He's just a tap.
Yeah, Jesus. I guess I'll bet Chun-Li.
Absorb.
Absorb Chun-Li.
Do you want the ability for strong lightning thighs?
Oh, well, yes, but I also like the outfit.
a
And
cop
I
as
want to
well.
be able to do the upside down spinning.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
That would be cool. to
And
do.
she's also a police officer.
That's true.
Yeah, well, okay, some negatives, but okay. And then I guess I'll kill Jill Valentine. Because she was going to die anyway. I mean, she's just out there fighting zombies all day long.
Yeah,
she's going to die eventually.
She's going to get there.
She has a dangerous job.
Hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
Calvin.
Okay, I would wed Sonic
Really?
Why?
because I'm late all the time and I need to
Okay,
super
all right.
late.
That's good.
Very useful. I would bed Jill Valentine because I think that we could go to bed and we'd like also talk about like killing zombies and stuff. It's useful.
Is that what you want to talk about? That was killing.
Yeah, I need to learn survival skills, man.
What do you know about killing zombies?
Absolutely nothing, which is why I'm gonna bed her and
Okay,
her.
all right, fine.
But do you know the basics of shooting in the head?
I mean, I know shooting in the head. I know stay away from the mouth and the claws, but
Yeah.
other than that.
Claws, what kind of zombies are you dealing with?
Lobster zombies?
Zombies from nail art factories. I don't know. Zombies can be
You're
anywhere.
gonna kill Chun-Li.
Don't forget Nemesis.
Oh, look at
See,
this
thank
guy.
you,
Nemesis.
Doom. You're saving my life. I'll bet you
Nemesis,
as
he
well.
said.
And I would have to. Yeah, I guess I'm really sad about that. I want to kill Chun-Li.
Yeah, dude, that's not cool.
Well, you could, do a street fight, and it's sort of like a fight to the death.
Hey.
Yeah, but then I would.
But then
die.
you would die, yeah.
for sure. Out of a fireball. I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill Chun-Li. Sorry.
Oh, it's so sad.
Well, I guess that's what makes this game so special, guys.
Yeah.
All different choices.
It's tough. It's a tough game.
That was first of all, Murray. Thank you so much.
Murray.
for joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
Murray, the real Mega Man.
Let's hear from
Murray
Mega Man.
The human Mega Man. Murray.
If you want to just kind of like hang
You
out.
wanna hang out?
We have more
We have
guests.
one more
Yeah,
guest.
I'll pop in. I'll be in the back hanging out.
Collecting autographs.
Oh,
No, he has them already.
No, like more. It's like
If
Very
anybody
happy
new
about
came into the show and you haven't given an autograph to Murray yet,
Yes.
be
Thank
sure to
you
sign
very
this.
much.
Oh, he's literally gonna take that from you, just so you know.
Right.
So yeah, you can keep it, and you can sign this on the way out. Who do you guys have next? Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you,
Murray.
Murray.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the
Thank you so
picture
much.
business. Thank you.
Somebody compliment. That was incredible. What a true retro gaming legend.
Who's our next guest?
Yeah, this is awesome. I don't know much about this game. I know it's literally the most popular game on Earth, I think.
Yeah, it is the most
It's
popular
like
game.
top 5.
If you have a cell phone, you have this game probably.
Yeah, but I never played it, but I know it's huge. So we have an incredible person from the
Two.
Pokemon. Let's bring up the Pokemon trainer.
Pokemon trainers.
Get out of here!
Here, you take this.
You're someone follow me everywhere I go. You have to follow me. I'm just trying to try to be the best I ever was. Hey, you can't get off, man. Hey, you I'm gonna be a Pokemon master, and you're gonna be back home crying with Sorry.
It's
He
okay.
just follows me everywhere I go. He just follows me. Or I get there first, and you just show up, and I just happen to go, hey, I'm here. Yeah, wish. Whatever.
I guess they're both Pokemon trainers.
Yeah, that's
Here,
right.
you can have this one.
All right, mine. Stop trying to take everything that's mine.
I want the bigger one, though.
Whatever. I got the bigger one. My
That's
grandpa
not fair.
loves me.
That's not fair at all. Just like at the beginning, you got to pick the first ball, and I had to pick what was left. Oh, you're so annoying.
Yeah, it seems like it. What's going on here, guys? We don't names. Do you guys have names?
Yeah, my name is Red, and I'm gonna be the best Pokemon master ever.
Hey, Red.
My name is Blue, and I'm already the best Pokemon master
Oh my
ever.
goodness. This is how it always-
You freaking wish.
Why?
Stop dancing. Stop it. Stop it.
What's going on here with you guys? Why are you so angry with each other? What happened?
We are lifelong rivals, okay?
Yeah, lifelong rivals who found out we were rivals like 3 months ago when we
Wow.
turned 12.
That's okay.
Because like every Pokemon trainer, every great Pokemon master, we were 12 one day and our father just disappeared.
Is that true? That's the story?
Wait,
And
every
we were
trainer
both-
loses their dad?
Yeah, every Pokemon trainer can't have a father figure. That's the rules.
Our region has a 0% marriage completion.
Wow.
Right.
That seems rough.
Yeah, it is rough. We live in a town with 3 buildings in it. My house, his house, and Professor Oak's lab.
And Professor Oak is my grandpa, so technically I own 2 of the buildings.
It's pretty sad that your grandpa likes me better.
It's pretty sad that my grandpa's porking your mom.
What? That's not true!
Nah, whatever.
You take it back!
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
You know what helps me sleep at night? Being the best Pokemon trainer ever.
Oh, really? I'm already the best Pokemon trainer ever.
I have a follow-up question. What happens to all these dads? What's going on with the dads?
I don't know. Some of them are like great explorers, some of them are Pokemon masters, and most of them just become ghosts.
Yeah,
Ghastlies, haunters.
all dead dads. Every
That's
single
great.
one of them.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, thanks. That's why they're always laughing at me.
I'm just wondering.
So, I'm sorry, Blue.
Wow.
You're blue, right?
Yeah.
I'm red, he's blue.
I had to make sure. Okay.
I'm wearing blue shoes
Wait,
and blue
yeah,
handkerchiefs, can't you tell?
But you should have switched the outfits then.
I'm
Would
not
have made
going
it
to
easier.
be defined.
I wore my color. What did you do?
I have red pants on. If that helps.
Those are salmon.
Do you want to go?
I
Do you
will
wanna go.
go.
Can we settle this?
Over a battle?
We can't. They made us check our Pokemon at the door.
Oh.
You didn't bring your Pokemon
That'd
with
have been
you.
so cool.
They've got tough security here at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo.
It's a
For
long
some
day.
reason, everyone's allowed to carry a giant backpack, but I can't have my Eevee.
Yeah. And I couldn't even bring in my Bulbasaur.
What do they do? What are their powers?
Bulbasaur?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you've never heard of Bulbasaur?
I have heard of him. What did explain to those who
He's
don't-
like the best starter Pokemon ever, okay? He's got leaf powers, he's got moves like Vine Whip and Razor Leaf.
Yeah, well, I chose Charmander, so literally all that's null and void.
You only picked that because he's strong against my Pokemon.
Yeah, you just said I picked first, so that means for some reason I picked the fire Pokemon, and you're like, sweet, let me take this grass frog.
See what I have to deal with?
He's got a point though,
He's
right?
like everywhere I go. He's always like, hey, I just got this badge, and I'm like, I was just about to walk in there and get it myself.
So I don't understand, you keep saying I'm following you, but now twice you've pointed out that I've done things first.
You are following me around by doing the things I was gonna do right before me.
You are delusional, I think you need to go see a Poke therapist.
You know they don't have those. You know they're just Chansey, and she doesn't say anything. She just says Chansey.
Just has a calming effect. That's it.
It's very soothing.
You'd think that a region with no dads would have more therapists.
All the dads are missing and there's no therapist?
Not
Nuh-uh.
one.
Not one.
Wow.
Why do you think we make our pets battle each other?
There's not much else to...
All of us grew up to be sociopaths. Every single one.
I don't consider my Bulbasaur a pet, okay? He's like my little brother.
Oh.
So you
I
sent
love.
your little brother into battle to get the crap kicked out of him. Cool, you're a much better person than I am.
He likes doing it. It's a consensual relationship, and then afterwards he goes back in his little ball.
You know what we also don't have in this region? The definition for Stockholm Syndrome.
That's true. Don't know what that is. Just heard somebody screaming it as we walked in.
Yeah.
I have another follow-up question about the dads. Sorry to harp on the dads.
You really want to
You're
hammer this
obsessed
home,
with
huh?
the dads.
What, you think people would maybe not have kids at some point if they knew they were going to disappear as soon as their kid turned 12?
It's true. Well, not everybody in our land is a Pokemon master, okay?
Literally,
Sometimes,
there's only one. There's
yeah.
only one.
Sometimes there are people that just swim around in the water all day long. They just stay in the water waiting for people to swim on by with a Pokemon and have a battle.
Yeah, one time I was going through a cave and this just big rock climber attacked me. I'm like, I'm a child.
Yeah, seriously.
In
We're
the middle
12,
of a
man.
cave. And you just attacked me. You have a beard. You
That's
have a beard
It
and
doesn't
you're
seem right.
throwing animals at me.
Was it someone's dad that's like got lost in the cave?
Probably not.
Okay. They're all
I
gone.
never thought about that. Is that where all my dads are?
Are they all hiding in the
Sitting
caves?
on the side of a Route 4, yelling at other kids who aren't me?
Wow, sitting there, blocking the way because they're literally so fat that they can't stand up.
Is Hiker Joe my dad?
Is Swimmer Kato my dad?
Oh my
Wow, we just broke new ground here.
He did look just like me.
I have so much to work through. I need to go talk to my Chansey.
Explain more about Chansey. I'm not too familiar with her or him.
Chansey's
Sorry.
like a really, really kind, warming Pokemon figure. There's a
Okay.
Chansey at every Pokemon Center, and she heals the Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason she's really good at surgery, even though she just has two like nubs for arms.
Oh.
I don't know how. They always take them back there and they show up and those Pokemon are happy again, and I don't ask questions.
There you go.
Yeah. So Chanseys are very kind in that sense, but you can also capture a Chansey, and she can fight for you if you want, and she throws her eggs.
Yep. I don't know what those eggs are supposed to be.
I
She
think they're
throws
baby
them.
Chanseys. Can I ask a question? Should you kids be in school? What's school?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So like, how do you like? Do you know like math or science or just catching Pokemon?
You don't need to know math or science when you're going to be a Pokemon master.
There's no
That's why
dads.
if you're the only scientist in the region, you're world famous.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's true. It's
And then you have Pokemon that are kind of science-like, I suppose.
Yeah.
How many Pokemon are there, guys?
There are 150.
One.
Is that true?
That's
Yeah,
not
wait,
151 or 1?
I found some research that for some reason, the 151st Pokemon is actually came before the 150th Pokemon. The 150th is a clone.
Sounds familiar.
What? Oh, what you? Okay.
Oh, get over yourself.
Yeah, because you're always everywhere I go.
You literally
Go
said
here.
that was the first. You literally.
I have a question about Pokemon Go.
Are you guys familiar with that? I mean,
Have you guys been going around and
Why do we need to play Pokemon Go when we are literally Pokemon masters?
Yeah,
are you
just go.
Are you
Yeah.
masters or trainers?
That's our life, okay? We're training to be masters.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Okay, just-
When do you get your master's degree? I don't know how it works. When do you get that promotion?
Well, you have to get all 8 badges, and then you fight the Elite Four, and I'm gonna do it first.
Unless I get there first, and you literally have to battle me.
Oh.
That scenario sounds unplausible. I don't think that's going to happen.
have you guys battled before?
Many times.
Yeah,
Many times.
yeah.
How does it turn out? What's the score?
It's usually like, I win.
Yeah, but it's always because I didn't train my Pokemon hard enough, so I just go back and I'm more ruthless.
Okay, such as
Like you yell at the Pokemon or something?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's
You
so much
send,
yelling.
You send commands. That's how you get them to fight.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they just sit there and stare. And if you
Yeah.
don't tell them what to do, they will literally stare at the other
Yeah.
Pokemon for hours on end.
Nothing will happen. Literally nothing.
maybe
We tried it one time. We were there for 17 hours.
17 hours.
just kind of go like this.
Our Pokemon finally fainted from no food.
No, maybe they don't want to fight. You say because if they just sat there, maybe they honestly just want to hang out and because they live in these little tiny balls, right? And they're pretty big creatures most of
They're
them.
home. Yeah, they like it in there.
Are you
It's like an
sure?
apartment. Listen, it's like in New York City, okay? A studio apartment is small, but it's still your home, right?
Right,
Am I right, New York? Hey! I tried pandering. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Long Island.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you in real houses?
Yeah.
There's more than one house in each town.
Can you enslave any animal you want? Does it have to be a
Ooh, we don't like
We don't
to
like that.
use
There's a word.
that.
I said something wrong?
I'm right here.
There you were.
We're not. It is slavery, right?
We're not
Capturing, the capture.
Yeah, we're
them.
partners, we're not their master. We're a Pokemon master, but we're not their master. It's a fine line.
Yes.
It's a fine
We
line.
capture them because we love them.
Yes.
And we just want what's best for them, and they do our bidding and help us be Pokemon Masters.
And they want to fight.
Yes. I asked Bulbasaur, I was like, do you want to fight? And he looked at me dead in the eyes and he said, Bulbasaur. Which I can only assume is consent.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they want to fight so much, these Pokemon.
I think they do.
I think you're talking about something you don't know.
I don't
What
know,
battle?
like,
A battle.
No. I think
Ooh.
he'll definitely win.
It's not worth it. This guy, he doesn't even have a Pokemon badge.
I don't. So, now, okay, you have your Charizard and your Bulbasaur. Are there other Pokemon?
Charizard.
Is that what you said?
That's a Charmander.
Charmander? I don't know.
But he,
Brian,
but it will be a
This guy doesn't-
Charizard.
he doesn't even-
Is it Charizard one?
Charizard is like an evolution. It's a higher form of Charmander.
He doesn't know about
Okay.
evolution.
That's something.
Are you one of those evolution deniers?
I'm not. No, I think it's fine.
Can I ask, how do you
I have a
feel?
question. I'm still working on it.
Are you sure?
Are there other Pokemon you're trying to get? Like, do you trade them in for a different one, or are you Bulbasaur for life and Charmander for life? How's it work?
I have Charmander tattooed on my butt.
I mean, they're right here. They're right here.
It's true. I mean, when it evolves, it's going to be a weird surgery I have to get. But I have Charmander tattooed on my butt.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did get a Rattata, and then I traded it with some... Rattata!
Rattata?
Rattata!
Rattata?
Rattata!
Rattata?
Anyway, I caught a Rattata in the forest, and I captured it, and I gave it to a nice gentleman hiding under a bridge. He
Okay.
traded it to me for a Magikarp, and I thought, wow, that name sounds cool. Magic
Yeah.
Carp, and it just flops around. He doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
wish you would have warned you.
That would've got
You
me
have
too.
Any basic knowledge of Pokemon. You know.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep going with my strategy where I put him out into the battle for like 2 seconds, and then I put him back in the ball because he's not doing anything. Maybe someday he'll do
Maybe
something.
one day something will happen.
Can I ask, so how do you feel about Ash Ketchum and Pikachu? Because I feel like he takes a lot of the spotlight.
This podcast is PG-13, so I'm just gonna say I don't enjoy that fellow.
Yeah, he is evil. You know,
The worst.
he doesn't lock up that Pikachu. He's gonna have another thing coming. He's breaking all the rules of being a Pokemon master.
Go back and watch that documentary series about him.
Yeah.
He literally does not win his first 4 badges.
No.
They are given to him. 2 of them by the buddies he's hanging out with. Nepotism!
Yeah, that's messed up.
I'm Oak's kid and I'm saying nepotism!
Yeah.
Wow, so you feel the same way about Misty and Brock? You're not fans of them either?
No, I am not.
No, and they won't go back to they won't go back to the gym, so we can't get their badges.
Literally, nobody's getting badges right now. Because they were just like, peace, we're gonna hang out with this Ketchum guy.
Yeah, this conspiracy goes all the way to the Elite Four, okay?
Mm-hmm. Whoa, I can't go to the Elite Four if you can't get the badges. Think about it.
There's a lot I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
Is that like an NCAA thing, the Elite Four? What do you guys...
The Elite, oh my, OMG, he doesn't know the Elite Four.
This guy.
Everybody knows you have to fight the Elite Four before you become a Pokemon Master.
Yeah.
And have you guys fought them, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because they don't have all the badges.
That's right.
won't go back to their gyms!
Because they won't go back to the gyms.
So I gotta ask, is Team Rocket in on this conspiracy too? 'Cause
Those guys are weirdos.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're a bunch of teenagers beating up kids, but they're employed by an adult. They're technically a gang. Like, it's weird.
That is weird.
That's super weird.
They seem to only capture like the ugly Pokemon too.
Why do they all have Zubats? Every single one, Zubats.
Zubat and Ekans.
And every once in a while, someone's got to be special and have Grimer. Ooh.
I think Grimer's a little cute. You know what I'm
It is literally a pile of poop.
It's a pile of just straight
You
pollution.
think
And you know what
that's-
happens when it evolves? It doesn't become a big, beautiful, majestic beast. It becomes a muck, which is just a bigger, giant piece of poop.
Bigger, giant piece of poop.
But we need poop to have things go around, you know? Like it's
Yeah, but we don't need our Pokemon to be that poop, okay? We can poop, we don't need it to have eyes and then attack my Pikachu, okay?
fair enough.
I
fair
do
enough.
need to catch one though in order to complete my Pokédex.
Literally, you've completed everything but a Pikachu?
No, I need to catch a muck.
You've caught everything but a Muck?
I got the Grimer, he hasn't evolved into a muck yet!
You have a Zapdos, an Articuno,
Yeah.
Moltres.
Yeah, they're supposed to be
No
super
muck
rare,
now.
but I found them.
I have a quick question. Would any poop count as a... Like, I just make my own
Well, you're gonna have to talk to your poop to find out if it's a muck.
All right, I have to talk to
If
my
it
poop.
talks back,
Yeah.
catch it.
What would it say?
If you say muck, come, and it doesn't move, then it's definitely a poop.
Okay.
But if it does, then it's a muck.
Guys, check it out next time you take a poop. See if your poop is a Pokemon.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
think-
expect next time we're using the restroom, just hear people yelling from the stall.
Mark!
Dedication.
Come!
I would say you guys could become Pokemon trainers, but you should have started when you were 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're way older now,
I'm too old for that.
You're like 17.
at least.
Cool.
These guys are like 17.
So basically, you're
Gross and old.
They have fathers.
They grew up in a stable home.
I feel like this kid might have a question for you guys. He's wearing the Pokemon shirt and
And he's got
everything.
the-
Do you have a question?
That-
Yeah, you with the Doom head, the Poke everything.
What's that Pokemon that you have? Is that a Pokemon?
That is not a Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
But the shirt is, right? The shirt
This
is?
guy.
The shirt's a Pokeball.
It looks like a Pokemon.
Do you have a question for the trainers?
I have a what if scenario.
Okay.
Have you ever came across somebody who was doomed to start? Like, they would only have just an electrode that knows explosion. What would you do in that scenario?
Yeah.
These are tough questions.
How would you advance?
That's a very personal question. by
I've
the way.
always-
You don't have to answer that.
I've always wondered that, though.
I would just let that guy explode his electrode and move on.
Yeah, that's like a dumb move on his part.
Yeah, right?
Wait, are you that person? Or are you talking about yourself?
Because, well, I
That's-
actually
Oh.
run. I just have the electrode only.
It didn't work.
Live and learn, man.
Yeah.
You know, every time an electrode uses self-destruct, he really dies, and
Yeah.
he discomparts, and he becomes one in the multiverse.
I will say that
You guys have funerals for your Pokemon?
I had an awkward one with my electrode. I told him to self-destruct, and he started drinking a lot and calling his ex all night. It was really weird.
That's weird. I didn't know Pokemon dated each other.
Well, how do you think Pokemon are made, man?
Yeah, they gotta have some nights of passion, I guess. right?
Yeah.
How do Pokedays
Come on,
work?
man.
All eggs just laid out a chance.
Just throw. So every time Chansey attacks, just throwing all the Pokemon.
Yeah, why not?
To be fair, the breeder doesn't know where it came from either.
That's
See?
true. They just hang out in the farm, and then a couple days later, after I walk around, suddenly there's an egg with a new Pokemon in it.
You know what? You have to realize that even Pokemon have dad issues because everyone's dad is a Ditto. Everybody's dad is that poor Ditto.
That's true. Ditto also kind of looks like a little turd.
Yes.
But he can transform. That's his only move.
Yeah. That's it.
Now, since you guys don't have fathers, you might not know about the birds and the bees. I think maybe that's why you're a little confused about
Do
where.
you mean the Pidgeys
And the Beedrills?
and the Beedrills?
Yes.
Well, we know all about the Pidgeys and the
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
They are flying type. They are poison type. Well, the Beedrills are poison type.
Bug type.
The Beedrills
Beedrills
are
are
bug
bug
type.
type, yes.
Beedrills are poison.
Once you said poison, I figured you moved on to Beedrill.
Do you guys know where human babies come from?
They're 12, so, you know.
That's what I mean. They don't have dads.
Yeah,
they don't
they
know
don't-
these
they
things.
didn't know.
Literally, what are you talking about?
Is this a podcast where we should teach people about that?
What is a baby?
Wait, so there isn't just a mom somewhere throwing eggs around and babies are coming out?
Somewhat like that, sure.
Oh, so they like the mom and the dad, they hang out in a farm for a while, and then 3 days later, after you walk around, they get an egg? Is that what you're talking about?
Sort of, yeah, sort
A
of.
little
Right,
more than
yeah.
3 days, but yes.
Great.
Very close.
That's all I need to know.
That's it.
That's all I need to know.
Please don't tell me
I'm not
anymore.
I'm not a small child master. I'm a Pokemon master.
Hey, grown man, please tell me more about the birds and bees.
I barely know it myself.
Please, you are now my father figure. I can print it on you.
Oh, that'd be nice. Maybe we should like sort of like pseudo-adopt them or
Yeah,
something.
we can. You guys want to be adopted?
Yes.
As long as you understand that we're not going to go to this school thing or whatever, and we are just only going to travel the world all alone, by ourselves, with our Pokemon, and become Pokemon masters.
That's
Taking
fine.
money from other people when beating up their pets.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
that's the best part about battling, is that they have to give you all their money.
Yeah, that's
It's great.
I wouldn't mind doing that for a couple
Have you ever
weeks.
accidentally like had your Pokemon fight like somebody's dog or something? And
I mean, everyone, a dog
Dog.
is just a Growlithe.
oh, okay.
Growlithe.
All right.
Growlithe, right?
Yeah, dog like.
You guys have non-Pokemon animals?
That does
What?
not exist in our world.
No. Just like a cat?
We have a Meowth.
Meowmas?
Meow.
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 That's right.
We gotta wrap this up in a minute, but anything else you want to tell
Yeah, you guys want to promote something?
the thousands of people here?
You want to reach out to your fathers maybe?
Yeah. Dad, if you're out there,
Ghost Dad.
I hope you're proud.
Bill Cosby, your dad? Ghost Dad. classic.
Literally, who is Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
We can't get
long
hey,
story.
Hey, grown man, tell me the 12-year-old who Bill Cosby is.
long story.
Hey, Dad, if you're out there, I don't need you.
No, we don't. We don't need you, dads. Because we are going to be Pokemon Masters without you. And then we're still going to live at home with Mom.
You want to play a game of Wed Bed Dead with those guys?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's play some Wed Bed Dead with the Pokemon trainers.
Let's do
Here
it.
we
Is it
go.
like battling Pokemon? Because I am an expert at that.
Oh my gosh, I just want to punch you. I'm so tired of you so much.
Bring
Just-
it on.
you're
All right,
so
you guys know how this
tiring.
works. So spin the wheel 3 times. Let's see what we get
All right,
here.
let's do it.
I think we got a Pokemon on there, right? Or close?
We might.
Miss
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 Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, okay.
Good choice.
A legend in her own right.
Katana.
Katana
Ooh, all
from
right.
Mortal Kombat. You know her.
Yeah. Let's get that Pikachu.
Mario.
Mario, that son of a bitch.
Blue, would you like to go first?
Sure, because I always get everywhere first. So,
Unbelievable.
I
Who's
would,
it?
so what are the options?
Katana,
Wed-
Mario, and
Miss Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man. Wed, Bed, Dead.
So bed is like,
That is like how you.
hang around at the breeder for 2 or 3
Oh,
days.
that's when you go to sleep and then you wake up a minute later and all of your Pokemon are all at full health.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll wed Mario because our game is a Nintendo game and, you know, nepotism might work in my
Right,
favor that
Okay,
way.
it's not bad.
So Mario is gonna be,
He's like the king of Nintendo.
He's
so-
literally right there.
What would you say for your vows?
Look, this guy's got everything.
wow,
OMG.
that Mario is gonna
That
haunt
looks like
my
a
dreams.
really bad knockoff Mario, doesn't it? From like,
Scary looking.
like some
Mario.
pizza restaurant's like, this is Mario, right?
That is a frightening Italian man with no hat.
Mario's head.
All right, there you go.
Wow,
That's better.
Better. Lights off.
Yeah.
So, I guess I would bed Miss Pac-Man because if it was just gonna hang around for a night, we could run around eating stuff and rolling around because she's a ball.
That's pretty nice.
And I'd kill Katana because she's very mean. She kills people.
Yeah.
She
So,
does.
you know-
That's her job, though. You know?
Okay, well, that's a bad job. Let's get rid of that
That's
job.
good. That's a good choice.
All right.
Wow.
OMG.
Red. What do you say, Red?
Oh, my turn. My turn to be the best.
Oh my
at this
gosh,
game.
Red, just go.
I am going to dead Mario. That's right.
Wow.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's apparently the best, but not anymore.
I thought because he was going to marry her and you were going to kill his husband.
That's right. I'm going to kill your husband.
You would. Now I don't have a father or a husband.
And who's left? Wait, who's Valentina and Miss Pac?
No, Miss Pac-Man and Katana.
Katana? Oh boy.
She's a blue ninja. She got the fans.
Ooh, that sounds cool. I'm
She is.
gonna bed her.
Haha, you're gonna spend a night with someone who's blue. You're pretty much sleeping with me.
Ah!
You already said it's done.
Gross. Yeah,
Yep.
no takesies backsies. That's the official
Locked it in.
official Pokemon code.
Mm.
And then
I'm more worried about her father if he finds out.
Yeah.
does she not have a father either?
Oh, she does. He's just very evil. Shao Kahn.
Okay, great. Good. Glad I didn't marry her.
Well, you may
then.
have a father-in-law now, so. Oh no, right, you're not marrying her. You're just.
No, we're just going to bed.
Just go to bed.
Just going to bed and waking up and with all our Pokemon at full health. And then I will marry Miss Pac-Man because she's the shape of a Pokeball and I am a Pokemaster.
Yeah.
That's a good
choice.
good reason. Yeah.
I'm gonna break
Calvin,
those fingers off.
you want to go first, Calvin?
Break those fingers.
No, you show first.
I just did last round.
No, you're
Oh, if you can go first. All right, guys, come on. Oh,
Oh, what's my Pokedex say? Ooh, you're a wad and your weakness is social interaction.
I should have said earlier, guys. Please feel free to take pictures and tag us if you want. It's fine.
Wait,
Okay.
that at the end of the show.
I'm just saying now. We're almost done though.
What are my choices? Katana,
Mario.
Mario, and Miss Pac-Man, right? That's
my
a tough
Pokedex.
one.
Give me back.
That's a tough one.
Oh.
It's a one of a kind.
You broke it. Give me back.
I'm gonna marry.
Or blue.
I'm gonna marry Mario.
Mario. Wow.
Because he's rich, right? He's rich. He has lots of different outfits, right? So maybe he's
Especially now.
maybe he's out in the leaf suit and I'm borrowing the frog suit, you know, stuff like that. So it's a lot
Also a
of
doctor.
He's also a doctor. He's also a professional tennis player.
He's a referee.
He's a referee.
He's a golfer.
He's a golfer. He also is a professional go-kart racer.
That's true.
And he's also a painter. If you guys remember Mario Paint.
Hell yeah, I had Mario Paint.
So he's a Renaissance man. He's like the Dos Equis man, but he's Italian.
At one point, he was also a demolition crew.
Yes, he's all those.
Really?
At one point, it's a very old game.
Yeah.
Wrecking Crew.
Wrecking
Was that
Crew.
Mario?
Yeah, Mario.
Look at this guy.
Jeez.
This kid's like 12 and he knows
He knows
that.
everything. He knows
Yeah,
everything.
12-year-olds are the best.
All right.
He's about to go on his
Kid knows his
Pokemon
stuff.
adventure.
Right.
10, never mind. 2 more years till your Pokemon adventure.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh yeah, then.
2 more years till you disappear.
Great trainer until you go away.
Oh man, I'd always use a condom if in this world. never disappearing.
What's a condom? Is that another Pokemon?
Yeah.
Catch it.
Type of Pokemon.
I'm gonna get all the condoms.
They have ribbed condoms, magnum condoms, huge ones. Yeah.
Put that in the Pokédex.
Ramskin condoms.
All right.
Never mind, it's stuck in my pocket.
I said marry Mario, right? I will kill Katana, and I'm gonna spend the night with Smack Mike because she can eat, right? So that way we can go to like Taco Bell and just like house like $30 worth of food together.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, then I don't have to.
One night was I'm at a Taco Bell. That is your
It'd be a fun night.
Wait, if you killed Katana, what would be your fatality?
Ooh, good question.
How are you gonna kill her?
With friendship.
That's not bad.
All right, I would wed Mario. Coins, fair enough. Coins rich, great. I would bed Katana.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun, and fans, it could work really well. It's hot, it's summer, it's useful, and just quick fanning, just let's
Put
say.
the AC on, Calvin.
I'm too poor.
Katana's a princess.
Thank you. See.
But he's betting her, yeah.
But he's gonna force her to take it.
But I can bet a princess who's gonna fan me. It's like a reverse of what princesses normally do.
All right.
They get fanned. I'm gonna get fans.
All right.
Well, she's the one princess without money. Don't think about wedding. And you'll be stuck with a bad dad.
Man, see, he's a life coach.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's great stuff. And I gotta kill Miss Pac-Man. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's too many pixels. It's too sharp. Too many sharp edges. It's not gonna work.
All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to wed Katana because she is a princess, and I'd like to be a prince for once.
Yeah, but you gotta meet her father then.
Well, that's the only bad thing. Her father's awful.
Stepfather.
Is it? I mean, my stepfather. So it's not really anything. Like, we're supposed to not get along, right? Okay. So you're not my dad. I'll say that a couple times.
Right.
It's a Shao Kahn. So I'm gonna wed Katana because that'll be fun. So this is where it gets tricky, though. Nobody betted Miss Pac-Man yet, huh? Did you? Oh, you did? No, you just married it. You did? Yeah.
Nope.
Might be interesting.
Taco Bell.
Yes, right. So, I wouldn't do it for that reason, but it might be fun to bet Miss Pac-Man. But I would do the one, not the picture. I would do the one from the actual cover of the arcade, which looks like. Well, she has legs and arms.
She has legs. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder why the banana is the highest points.
Tell us.
Potassium.
Was that the right answer?
Is that the right answer?
He's like, shit, they found me out.
Cool.
Okay, and then I'm gonna dead Mario because he's got it coming. I think
Yeah,
he's had a good run. He's had a really good run, but I think it's time to step aside.
Bye bye, Mario.
Yeah, right.
Bye-bye, husband.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Do we have to go? Is that our time? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You guys, this is so much
Guys,
fun
thank
for
you
the
for
Long
hanging
Island
out.
Retro Expo. Thank you so much for joining us.
To Cheryl, the comedian here.
Yeah, give it up for Megaman. People, I want to shout out one of our fans from won free tickets, Mike Hawes from West Virginia.
Mike.
He's here from West Virginia. He wants some tickets. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining us. Take some pictures. Follow us on Twitter at Playable Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. You'll get a new episode every Monday. And that's it, guys.
Check out our table.
Check out the table over there. Yeah, we're around the corner over there. So thanks very much. Feel free to get some pictures with the cast as well.